BSdiscover. How you doing today? Well, today I want to talk about manifestation. Manifest. When you're at that point and you're manifesting. And I want you to understand you're going to go through a period, and that's the period that I'm going through, where manifestation wears off being quiet about the rewards that you achieve and a manifestation. Now, you must be aware you're a business person. You got a platform. You're a family. You got your home. You're a couple. You're trying to build a foundation. Why can't I do it like the next person? What am I doing wrong? I'm hearing this person boast and brag about what they have. But your question today is, how did they get there? When you manifest, how do you want to manifest? And why is it always when you achieve, the manifestation that you go through seems to linger in the air for a minute? Stay with me and I'll tell you why. And don't leave this video because you want to know this. Now, one of the things that I've learned, first of all, whenever it comes to money, that is something that you keep to yourself. If you're in an area where you can discuss it, where it's safe, the environment, the people, the gathering, the friends, the family, that's fine. But we're talking about living in the U.S. We're talking about building our wealth or our manifestation in the U.S. Now, the U.S. isn't what it used to be. But you have achieved to the point that you're manifesting. And what I have learned about the laws of manifestation, when you want to grow an abundance of wealth, that needs to be in silence. That's something you can't share. That's something you don't talk about. You can talk about what you're trying to achieve, the foundation, the business, or achieve investing, trading, whatever it is. However, when you manifest, the manifestation lies in wait. And being in wait, it means the abundance is calling you, but it's moving slowly. Why is it moving slowly? Because there's lessons you have to learn to receive the falling that is about to fall in your hand. The manifestation. The point where you finally be able to achieve your wealth, your dreams, and everything that is meant to be for you and the people that you want to bless. But be wary of not knowing that you have to be quiet at certain times. Be wary, like I was talking just in a video yesterday where I told you there were sometimes I come home and I just flop. Sometimes you're at a point you achieved. Now you have to relax. Because the energy can't run like it wants to in a manifestation. Because in order for the energy to lie and to be placed upon you, you have to show that you're in a relaxed mood. Now, angry money, I call it angry money. It's money people make doing things that will make another person angry. Either you rob me or you deceive me. That's angry manifestation. That can come quickly, but it doesn't last. And a person who has achieved that go through so much obstacles, more than what you think you're going through. That's angry money. We don't want angry money. See, in order for you to receive money that don't put you in a situation once you receive it, that you don't have to worry about angry money, because I don't deal with angry people. I may have some customers I may have to deal with, but as long as the energy is there to give off that relaxation, that understanding, that what is the problem, I know we can work it out. See, angry money don't know how to work it out. They're going to get it how they going to get it. And sometimes, most of the times, 90% of the time, our life is gone over angry money. We don't want angry money. I don't want my followers to deal with angry money. I want you to deal with life spreading, overflowing money. Money that you actually worked to get. Now, when I say work to get, which means when you're at that stage and you're learning, you can't be like when you was, remember when you was young and you had your little toys, and I remember my mom brought me a little store and I'm playing with the little toys. That's play. I'm playing with it. So when you're doing a business or you're trying to get to the point of manifestation in abundance and growth, you have to continue to work on it. But you have to get the energy, the proper energy towards that money, so it can be received as it was promised. Overflowing abundance. Which means I find myself in a point that you have to learn to relax. Take it easy. It's coming. Don't rush it. It's taking its time because it's overflowing. It's relaxed money. You're not hurting nobody for it. You're not stabbing nobody in the back by telling them one thing and doing another, making promises that you know you're not going to make. You're not going to meet these promises. You're just telling that person that to get what you want out of them. Overflowing money, you don't have to worry about that. Because the energy is going to be right. When I talk to you, when we communicate, it's relaxed. By the way, I'll meet you here. Let's sit down and let's talk about it. Overflowing money. But you got to work for it. And I say that myself so many times. I'll be like, you know what? We think about it, we talk about it. Okay, I can talk about it. But what are you doing about it? That's angry money. Angry money talking about it. Talking about what they have, walking around with their bags, they Louis Vuitton bags. Walking around with their $3,000 sneakers. I have been around rappers that wear that type of material. Angry money. They're angry over another person wearing something, and if you don't have it, because I've been around rappers who were coming up, and they were judged by other rappers that had the money. And they're going on to do a show, and they're not really with them because they don't got $5,000 pair of sneakers, $10,000 pair of pants. That's angry money. So angry conversations go on over there. Am I correct?
Move aside. I am taking over the stage right now. All right, chill. I am stepping back so you can have your moment.
Even in the songs. Is life overflowing? No. But your money could be overflowing. And you could be somebody who's watching over them and have your money overflow. Because the energy is to adjust the situation. So what one rapper did, he came back and he told me the situation, but it educated me on how you can still be judged while coming up. While trying to move up, how people try to hold you down. That's angry money. So is he supposed to fight his way through? No, he did the right thing. He turned around. And he came to me, money overflow. And I overseen this rapper. And I can tell you today, his money is overflowing. That's all I hear about how he's doing well by other people. But he shared his story with me. Then he came back and entrusted in me what he thought they could do for him. Angry money is always angry over manifestation. I gotta have it. I want it. What you got? What you doing? Why you don't have this? I got this. That's angry money. So when you think that the money is not flowing, it's flowing because it's giving you provision, experiences, knowledge on why you made the decision you made when it comes to overflowing money.
You really brought it tonight, brother. Man, it was a pleasure sharing this stage with you. What a night.
Abundance. So I find myself, I'm at the stage where I find myself relaxed. And people say she ain't doing nothing because I'm relaxed. And when you relax, the manifestation and that energy can arrive for you. And part of that is giving you all the tools to create so that the overflowing that is being created is manifesting. So you're going to manifest, people are going to manifest themselves around you. But your time is coming. And the abundance is where you realize that you was never losing out on anything. What you was losing out on, recognizing why you was chosen to not deal with angry money, even though angry money was around you, and it didn't allow you to be angry because you learned some stuff about angry money. Angry money only cares about itself. It can't build itself because it cares about itself. How did I tell you how they treated somebody who thought they was going to instantly get on stage? Yes, he could have still done it. But what he learned, that the people that he trusted also judged him. The people that he turned his back on others for also judged him. And the one he turned his back on, he had to return to. Overflowing money. Because reality hit him. And the reality was, I'm manifesting, I'm going to a level, but even when I'm there, I am judged. So you have an angry house. on that side. Isn't that how it is in rap? Everybody's mad at each other. Everybody got to get it. Angry money. Angry lives are lost over angry money. They build up angry situations. I'm mad at you because of this, and this is going to happen to you if you don't do this. Angry money. Well, you're not guaranteed. You may get abundance, but your life is probably not guaranteed to enjoy it that long. That's angry money. So the next time I saw the rapper, he was not just saying rap songs, but he was also saying gospel songs. I said, oh, I see you into gospel now. You know why? Angry money switched the arena around. It made him realize the money is fast, the money is quick. But his money came slow, but it came in abundance. He was able to do the things that he wanted to do. And it took him to a stage of being even tried again. Dealing with angry money. So even though he was at that point, he was able to turn his back and said, no, I don't want to deal with angry money. He dealt with the people. But if he ever had to be in that situation again where he's judged by just the simple clothes that he wears, when he get on stage, when I can tell you right now, ain't nobody who was doing what he was doing lived in Hollywood or was famous. And here we have people who's trying to achieve, I'm spending $10,000 on a pair of jeans and I'm living in a neighborhood. But that $10,000, it should have been invested in something else. But angry money had to prove itself. That's angry money. See, the mind can't think. All I'm thinking about is where I want to be. I'm going to be there and I'm going to look better and I'm going to do better. But are you looking better? Are you doing better? Because you're in the same neighborhood wearing $10,000 pants, $5,000 shirt. Because doing better, I'm leaving the hood and I ain't looking back. Manifestation money. Abundance. Lifelong money. Why? Because you're relaxed. You're at peace. The energy is calling you. It likes that. The universe loves that. Because you can spread that energy around and give life abundance to others over angry money. And angry money going to judge you all the time. You're going to be tested. This is what we're going through. And one thing I want to tell you, when you go to sleep tonight, take this message. When you lay down, it don't matter how much you have, even if you don't have anything. You have to lay down in appreciation for the things you have. Because the energy, the universe could connect with that. See, angry people, they're not happy about the things they have. That's angry money. So they're willing to do anything for it. And all you got to do is relax. And appreciate what you have. Life, abundance, money. Appreciate the fact that I'm able to have $5, a penny, if you got a penny. and watch that penny turn into $1 million. How many of you lay down, before you lay down, you complaining about your job, you complaining about the boss, you complaining about the bills, you going to bed with all that angry money. Angry money is putting that in you. So guess what? That energy that lies in wait, that law of attraction that you're trying to attract money, can't meet you like you want it to meet you. Because you're going to bed angry. Oh, I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to go to this tie-behind job that ain't paying me. But is it the job or is it you? Because you can have a little bit of money. I've been there. I had a little bit of money, and I could tell you, I was in Florida. When I came to New York, I had invested some money. And that was saving me to do the things that I needed to do while I was here. Now, if I was able to save, I would have saved a longer period of time. But I knew that was a test period for me. I was testing. Sometimes you got to test the money. And you got to pull yourself away because you know you're capable of. You know it was showing you what you were capable of. Every day I'll pull out money. But it was one time I had to spend a whole bunch of money, so I had to spend it. But I knew I could get it again. And that was through practice. And I didn't care. I would lay down. I would go to bed, invest in money, and I wake up, and there's money for me to take. Abundance, life overflowing. But the reason why you don't talk about it, because there's always somebody watching that's trying to stop that life abundance. So what they're trying to do is get you angry. So some people already know, they know the matrix of life. They know if they keep you upset and angry, that the energy don't like that. So they blocking your blessing by making you upset and mad. Why are you treating me like this? Why are you doing that? They're trying to make you upset and mad. They're trying to block your blessing. They know the secret of the matrix. But you would have never known that if you haven't taken the time to learn. Either do a messenger or research. And starting to question people's behavior. Why are they behaving like this? Because they're trying to block your blessing. If I can keep that angry money energy on you, because you mad, I ain't got no money, this ain't going on, and they showing you, they going to the ATM, they pulling money out and everything, but you ain't pulling no money out. What you mad for? Relax. Relax. And let that energy flow. Let the universe call the law of attraction in on you. Stop letting them block you. Do you understand? I'm telling y'all today. And sometimes why we chosen ones go through, because we already know we can make it through. And we can get whatever we want to get. It's been proven. It's been done. But the tests and the trials that you are going through are lessons to prepare you for the overflowing in abundance. Just like there's an old saying, I used to always tell, like if I'm in a relationship, I'll tell them, we ain't supposed to go to bed mad. Discuss what you have to discuss before you lay your head down. So when you get up the next day, I ain't talking about fighting, discussing, talking. That energy. See, not angry money. Angry money, he gonna be mad, she gonna be mad, they gonna fight, they gonna get up angry. That breaks up the foundation. Right? It's just like angry money. You're laying down, you're fighting, you're tossing and turning in your sleep. hoping that when you get up the next day, the boss give you the raise. The raise is already there. God already ordained you that raise. But you didn't go to bed appreciating what he gave you, a job. You got a job. Be happy. Because a lot of people out here don't have a job. And whenever chosen ones are taken from the job position, it's because when he laid that abundance on you, it's going to oversee every job that you had. You can go back and purchase a franchise from one of them jobs that you have. Overflowing. You can make it happen. But if I'm always upset, it's blocking my blessing. Because what? That angry money is going to come my way. See, the money that I brought my way, I'm upset. I got blessed. They got blessed. The rappers got blessed. But look at all the chaos in the camp. Do you want that in your camp? Go to bed. Relax. They want to know why. Why you ain't upset. Why you ain't angry. Even though you're saying and projecting yourself or projecting the words in a way that they can understand, I don't appreciate what you did. However, it taught me a lesson. It taught me what people would do to stop that energy. See, the only people who know about this energy is the people who's already received it. They know about it. They know you can get it a good way, and I always talked about that, or you can get it the angry way, the bad way. They want you to get it the bad way because you know what? You got to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. And you're going to go through it for the rest of your life. And you may not survive. But overflowing money, that's money that's going to go through generations and generations and generations. How many times have you heard a rapper pass? The money goes on to the family, but the money don't last. It's angry money. The energy that fell apart. There's no life to it anymore. Because they have to continue to fight. The other people, the next generation ain't going to fight for it. They want free money. But money really isn't free. You either got to work for it or steal it. It's not free. But those who work for it, oh, how overflowing in abundance. Even angry money. They work towards it and how overflowing. But is it overflowing when you got to watch your back? When you done backstab this person and you're backstabbing each other back and forth. For the rest of your life, you're fighting each other. That's how the rappers do. They one on stage, one is better than the next. One is this and that. But it stops the blessing. You know why? Because they're so concentrated on themselves and the abundance they made for themselves and the others. They can't really fluctuate like they need to. They can buy some businesses. They can buy a house, a community, a couple of communities. But try going overseas or something like that and buying up a community. Try yourself going to a point where you go and you manifest yourself to the point of you're going overseas to help build a well for people who can't achieve. I don't hear too many rappers talk about that. Some are trying. But is it from the energy Or is it this angry money trying to prove itself to get more angry money? Because if you did it one time and if you don't continue to do it, that was just a show. And the money begin to what? Not show itself or its worth. Because of angry money. I always got to go through an angry test to get paid. But when you got overflowing money, peaceful money, what test are you going through? Try relaxation. Try going to bed at night, not worry about what's going to happen at the job. Not upset at the boss. Not upset at things that are out of your control as money is overflowing. Get rid of that energy, that angry energy. It took a minute for me to try to understand why the enemy was always approaching you in a negative way, because they was bringing that negative angry money your way. They wanted that energy to be built off of angry money. I'm upset, I'm gonna make this money and I'm gonna prove this and I'm gonna prove that. Okay, they got the energy in there. Now you got that angry energy in there. You're trying to prove something to them. Then to manifest in yourself. And what you got manifesting in you is going to manifest overflow. And you take them dollars and you invest your money. Because money, I can put money in the bank, but I got to be investing my money. I'll be passing the banks and I'll be looking at what they got going on. Okay, if I put 500 in there, what you can turn that 500 to? I remember there was one ex that I had, and I took her to we went to a bank, and we talked to an investor, because I was teaching her what she needed to do to go to be better. And a lot of people thought that as I was educating her, that she was the one who was smarter. But no, she was educated. You ever taught somebody what they need to do to get somewhere? That energy went all towards her. Because deep down inside, the angry money was building itself. And the flowing was I going to be angry if she gets money? Or I'm going to be angry thinking that if she gets money, will she stay? That didn't matter. Because the truth was the learning, the fact that whenever you're building, you want everybody to manifest around you. And I'm correct. And those who you care about the most. How can I say I care about you when I don't want to see you manifest? That you're depending on me. And the thing was for her not to depend on me, but to depend on herself. Manifest yourself. So when that energy I gave her wasn't angry money, she was able to manifest because the energy that I gave her, whether she's here or not, was the right kind of energy I set off. I set it off. So when you have an abundance and you have that energy and you lie in wait and be patient and know when you speak about it and when the money decides to come in or do come in, either by a choice of the universe releasing it to you, or you just knowing that myself, I'm relaxed. I know what I can do. I know once I do this, I know what's going to happen. That's relaxed. That's money overflowing. Because it comes sooner to you, but it's manifesting you first. is getting you prepared. And relaxation. I'm not upset over it. I ain't angry over it. I'm good. Because when it happens, I'm going to fly. Money overflowing. Here I am teaching you, and all the time I was always teaching those around me. Because I don't know about angry money. I don't argue over money. I don't argue over seeing somebody doing better than me. I don't mind teaching you the ropes. But once I find out that I was used, it's okay. I'm not upset. I may say some things, but it's a lesson learned. It's better to get it out than to keep it in. I'm not angry with you, but I'm going to say these few words, and I'm going to keep it trucking. Try it tonight. Try going to sleep, and you wonder why. How can she be so relaxed? Trying to build manifestation. It's not the manifestation that needs to be built. It's what's going to keep it going. The foundation, the learning to control. A lot of people don't know how to control their situation, their dollars, their hours, their position. Get in position tonight when you lie down. And when you lie down, look around where you live and appreciate what you have. And then the universe will keep throwing more at you, more responsibilities. And that's what's being built. The money's coming, but there's a lot. When it comes, when it comes. The responsibilities, the businesses, the friendships, the family, whatever you got to do, whatever turmoil there is, I'm telling you tonight, get rid of angry money. Start to relax. Appreciate what you have. Knock that negative energy out. I told you about the rapper, and I'm not lying. On a dream and a hope. Am I mad? No, I'm not mad. I question, where's everybody? That's part of the manifestation. It's a physical manifestation going on with the people that you're blessing, whether they bless in your presence. In order for them to achieve, they had to be in your presence. That's the energy. But you can never receive it because you're so angry at why this is going on and why that is not going on and why I'm being addressed negatively. Because they want you to have that angry money. They want you to fight for your money. They want you to argue for your money. But I'm telling you, relax. You ain't got to prove anything to anybody. And I'm at that stage. If you look at my Facebook, if you look at my YouTube channel, you can see the relaxation. Even I don't care what position I'm in. I'm going to be relaxed. Because I'm not going to argue over something I don't have. But I'm achieving because I'm growing. I'm doing everything I need to do for that manifestation. But you know what's more in control? That management skills. Knowing that all I got to do is press a button and life is overflowing. Until next time, BS and Discover.
am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Yeah, and you ain't see me activated.